Dzień dobry. We are in Warsaw to see our boy Ed Sheeran. We've been hanging out here. We got some kind of cool VIP parking. The police have blocked this off, but they said we can stay since we got here so early.
They were fans of our van.
Yes, they came and had a look at the van and they loved it, and they're asking us a few questions. So before we head to the concert, I just want to show you a couple of things. While we came back from the seaside, we spent sort of a week at home and did revision of the bed. So as you know, we complained about the storage for the clothes. It was hard to get in and out. So number one, we've moved this middle support. It was about here, somewhere in the middle of the bed. We've moved it over, which now allows us to access the socks and pants basket without taking out one of these. So now Justina's one just fits in nicely at the end, and we have easy access to socks and pants and my basket here. You can also see I shaved down the wood here, so it's also easier. We have more space to slide stuff in and out. Next up, we replaced this. There was a metal, like kind of L bar on this, which was fine, I guess, but it was just heavier than it needed to be. So we replaced that with a nice strong piece of wood. And we also cut out a large piece of this wood here. This was one piece, and it was basically not needed. So now we have even more access to clothes if we need to, and we just cut out a bunch of unnecessary wood. The bed was also made with loads of L brackets, like holding it all together, and I started taking them out and screwing the bed together, and by the time I'd finished, I took them all out, except two which I replaced with better fitting ones. And it was like 1.5 kilos of metal L brackets, and so the bed looks much nicer now. It's lighter and it's more practical. So that's what we're doing. I also did a gearbox oil change and power steering fluid change, so the van's running nice and smooth, and just a couple of jobs we won't have to do again for a long time. So back to Warsaw. We're here. It's hot. I don't know if you can see. It's very hot. We don't have tickets in our hands right now. We're going to meet some strangers off Facebook and hopefully sort out some tickets. Who's that?
I don't know. Today I'm wearing my glasses. I guess you can see me first time with these glasses because I never wear them, and I want to see Ed, so that's why I kept them. We are very lucky with the parking because it is just super short walk, and stadium is just over there, and we didn't pay anything, of course.
One są zatrzymane. Akurat tam piwo sprzedają. Właśnie po to idę.
I am super excited because our tickets were real, that wasn't a scam, and it is only 6 minutes until we see Ed.
Ed was great. Maybe I was expecting a bit too much, but some of the stuff was just very loud and blurry, like no clarity in sound. But that could be down to being in a stadium. Anyway, we had a great time, and very happy we saw him. And we're going to head back to our lovely van now. Right, we've got the mat here, and just going to have a quick shower before we hop into bed because it's been a hot day. It's hot in the concert, we've been sweating. Gonna give ourselves a quick wash in the cup. With the cup. I would normally set up the thing, but we got a car right here and I don't know. We're just gonna do this. Just gonna crouch down and do it nice and stealthy. Alright, so our neighbours just left as I was about to get naked. So we can have a shower in kind of in peace now. There's people like there, but good timing. Just as we were finishing, some car pulled up and was right in front of us with the headlights on. And yeah, we're nice and clean, fresh, in bed, in this noisy place.
Not too noisy, but noisy than usual.
Yeah, but for a city, it's not too bad. Explain. Alright, so after a hot day around Warsaw, not really with anything going to plan, it's so hot, we decided to try and come to Ed again this evening, and so we made a sign, and
guess what?
within about 5 minutes found these lovely group of guys, and they let us in. They just said, pay us what you want, and we just paid them a beer, so we got in for 80 zloty.
Best day of our life.
So yeah, we're here at Ed again.
Day 32! My voice after today is gonna be just finished, I think forever. After yesterday was not good, but today it's gonna be I truly cannot believe how lucky we are. Oh my god, I cannot even explain that. Like, we literally decided, oh, okay, let's just go, let's make a sign, and not even 1 minute, the girl spotted, Kasia spotted our sign, and she said, oh, colleague, he's got tickets, and he was like, yeah, sure, don't worry about money, just you can give me whatever you have, whatever, just come with us. I was like, oh my god, it was the best night ever. Oh my god, I am truly...
Someone's a big Ed fan over here.
I'm truly like super thankful for that, for universe, for everything that happened, that we could be here second night in a row, and we had an amazing time with my lovely. Oh my god, I have no words. I have no words.
Yeah, to be honest, we weren't having the best day. We spent a lot of time in the van in the morning, like just doing nothing. And we wanted to go out to Warsaw and show you guys Warsaw and just explore, but it was so hot, and I wasn't interested at all in making a video. So apologies if this video is just about seeing Ed twice, but something for us that's interesting and something to make memories about, not just looking around the city in 30 plus degrees. Good morning, good morning. We had a fairly alright night. I got woken up a couple of times. Some guy came and parked right behind us, and he was just idling for 10 or 15 minutes. But after a little while he left, and yeah, although being like next to the road and in Warsaw, it's not actually too bad, and we got some good sleep. Gonna go take an e-scooter and try and see some more of the center and see how it goes. This place, I found it on Google Maps because there's supposed to be a free car park here, which is close to the stadium, but it's been under construction for quite a while, but you can kind of park here, and we've been absolutely fine. 3 days, 2 nights, just haven't moved the van, stayed here, felt safe.
That is a mermaid. Another huge symbol of Warsaw, which you can see everywhere. There's many statues, you can see that on the buildings, you can see that on the floor, just in many places. And the reason why the mermaid is a symbol of Warsaw, it is because there is a legend which says that group of mermaids were swimming from Atlantic Ocean, and they were the most beautiful mermaids in the world. One of them stopped in Copenhagen, another one stopped in Gdańsk, which is at the seaside. She really liked the town, but what she liked the most was the river, and she just wanted to find out where that river is going. And she was swimming along the river, swim. And all of a sudden she stopped in Warsaw, and she just fell in love in the town. So since then, every morning she was sitting on the edge of the river and she was singing beautiful songs. And one day some very bad guy just grabbed her, trapped her, put in the cage because he wanted to make money of her beautiful singing. She was crying so loud that a fisherman heard her crying, and he decided to rescue her. That's why she promised him that forever, until the end of the world, she will protect him and she will protect the city, which is Warsaw.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors.
So normally we wouldn't really get e-scooters, but as you saw in the last video we did. And seeing as we knew we were coming here, we thought we'd get a membership, because by the time you unlock it like twice or 3 times, it's the same price as the membership, and it's really cheap here in Poland. To be honest, everything is really cheap here in Poland if you don't live in Poland. If you live in Poland, everything's normal price because the wages are low. But
actually, when you live in Poland, everything is expensive because wages are low, but the prices are like in the rest of Europe, like in West Europe. So
compared to all the countries we've been in, it's cheap. And getting around the city on a hot day when it's 30 degrees,
not pleasant.
this is a nice way to do it. The only way to do it, to be bearable.
And also, there are big distances between places where we want to go. That's why the scooter is much faster, and you can see more stuff in
less time.
Yeah, less time.
Less effort.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
And it is a little windy. You can feel the breeze in your armpits.
We're in the old town of Warsaw now, and this is the market square, which is the center of the old town. This was destroyed in World War II, and after World War II it was restored to look how it did before the war.
Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. The colors, summer love, memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors, summer love.
So we're back in the van. Head chef is on it. We're making head chef?
What?
What are you making, head chef?
Pasta.
Pasta what?
Pasta pomidoro.
Pasta pomidoro.
Con cebola.
Oh.
And onion. beer and olives.
Yeah, we're eating with wooden forks because we forgot our forks at home. After 3 days in this spot, it's time to move. We need to go and get some water, and we're heading to a picnic with somebody Justina would like to meet. So let's see how the van starts after 3 days sitting here. Not too bad. Some people left some helpful comments in the last video. I think it might be related to some voltage thing, like maybe the battery isn't quite good, or maybe some connections on the starter motor are not quite clean or something, because it's just that first start of the day that is slow. It kind of cranks slowly. But yeah, we're gonna go find some water.
Let me see if it's working. That's a nice fountain. Hello, bear. Yes, it is. How many tubs? So cool.
Our spot for tonight. It's like 20 minutes outside of Warsaw, some kind of park thing, recreational area. So we had a lovely time in Warsaw. We saw Ed Sheeran twice and discovered the city a bit.
Yeah, did you like it?
What, Ed or the city?
The city.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, just I'm almost not a big fan of big cities.
Apart from London. London's a banger.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to deal with it because he is always moody and stubborn and everything. So I already know when we go to big city, there's gonna be problem. But we managed to do it.
Yeah.
And now we're going to meet an amazing woman who travels from, I think, around 9 years. All around the world, mainly in Middle and South America, and she was also in Asia before. And with her little daughter, actually now her daughter just turned 10 years old, but she started traveling with her when the little one was only over 1 year old. So since then they travel together with the world, and I follow her on Instagram. And she's just such an inspiration.
But not just like traveling, like hotels and stuff.
No. She's
like hardcore
very,
backpacking.
very low budget backpacking, sleeping in hostels, sleeping at the private people homes, couch surfing, just very, very super low budget. When I remember well, when she was in America, I don't know how is her budget now, but she had only 20 zlotych per 1 day. 20 zlotych is not even 5 euros for her and for her little daughter, so you can imagine how hardcore that must be. So we hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.